are still investigating a motive. President Hamilton is on his way to the Middle East this morning for his scheduled visit with Pakistani President Farouk Salam. The meeting is viewed as an attempt by the U.S. to strengthen relations amidst a surge of anti-American sentiment in the region.
Yo, me ninja brother!
George, good to see you up and about. How you feeling?
Never better, nah? No pain, no more for star while them hunger space eat, and me never ever feel so awake, nah?
That's because your blood sugar levels are being maintained automatically. Beats the hell out of coffee.
Oh! Me been here you go while I got them scone in the base. Why the rasta you not take me with ya, huh?
Damn it, Doc. Sorry, kid. You'd just be in the way.
Aw.
Besides, I thought you didn't want to be a killer, right?
Me don't, but...
Killing isn't fun and games. Remember that.
Right.
That's all I needed to hear.
It yearns to bathe in the blood of your enemies, but you hold it back.
Yeah, just remember that.
What is this, Garnia? You cannot resign!
Sorry, Boris, it's done. Can't have a Maverick employee involved in a corporate raiding now, can we?
You could at least come talk to me.
No. It was time to break away from the old team, Boris. Past time.
You cannot take on Marshall all by yourself.
I won't sit by while they butcher little kids and ship their parts around like meat. It's sick.
It's not all so simple, Ryder. They import those brains legally. For medical purposes, it's all done.
Being legal doesn't make it right.
Ryder,
Hold that thought.
Fuck you, asshole!
I will patrol ahead.
Military Cyborg, you are not licensed to operate in this area. You're in violation of state and federal law.
Guess you better arrest me then.
18-3104.7, threatening a peace officer. Deadly force is authorized.
Tell me now, how are these chumps dangerous?
These chumps are not dangerous. Hiya! Mustache Man goes first.
Well, yeah, it's only fair.
He was the biggest jerk of them all. Also, he can ninja run on dudes.
He put that thing on his face, he knows what he did.
Yeah. I don't think you can be a cyborg cop and also wear a mustache and have it work.
It's like a synthetic mustache.
Oh, God. Don't touch it, it's just plastic. I just hook it in my nose. It's not even a cyborg prosthetic, I just got it from the arcade nearby.
I played a lot of skee-ball for this.
Oh, thank God he can move in blade mode. Otherwise I'd be losing a ton of Zandatsus.
Yeah, all these guys just seem to be, every time it's spine time, they just slide away. Is that their strategy? Not to kill you, but to just irritate you a bit?
Yeah. Look, if they can, with their dying breath, prevent me from getting an S rank, I'm sure they've, succeeded in life.
None of them even have special arms. What's the point of this?
Well, Mustache Man has special arms.
Let's kill something cool.
This guy was almost cool. Too late, though.
What chunks did you cut him into? That did not seem like proper meat carving technique.
Sometimes it's a bit off, but I think that was like his thigh that was like floating next to Ryan's head, maybe? Also for this, most fights, because, getting Zandatsus is part of getting a rank, most of the time they require you to get like half of the spines. This one wants to get like almost all of them. Like there are 12 dudes, you need to get 11 of those spines.
And then you get the Cop Killer achievement.
Yes! I hope they have like Zambonis just for cleaning up all this cyborg meat that's just splatting everywhere.
I'm really upset that the cutscenes aren't in engine. I just want to see the Serape all the time.
Yeah, there are a couple cutscenes that are in engine, but yeah, a lot of them are pre-rendered to save on loading times. I'm glad his hat has room for his visor, though.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he tried on a lot of hats just for that reason.
Yeah, I hope there's some extra visor room. Otherwise, I'm gonna put my visor on it, and it's gonna knock my head off.
Is this a collectible?
No. There's just a couple of these in the game, just for the hell of it.
Okay, that's nice.
Sometimes...
Why is Boris all about that?
That was actually Kevin.
Okay.
You're not friends with him, though, so...
I trust you do not mind my telling George about you, Raiden.
Could have done without that, Doc. He didn't need to know I was here.
Well, there was no reason to conceal that from him. My intention was not to impugn you. He has a right to know. It's not as if he can simply fly over there and meddle in your affairs.
It's throwing off my emotional balance, Doc. Things like that can negatively impact the mission, you know?
However do you mean? You did the right thing, did you not? There's nothing to be ashamed of. George has the best body we can give him right now. And the rest of the children are also safe. And quite content too, I should add. It was your quick decision-making that saves him, Raiden. George's body will require regular maintenance, not to mention a replacement upon reaching adult age. But the expense is more than worth it.
You planning on signing him up with a PMC? Because that's the only job we're good for, far as I can tell.
Oh, you are quite mistaken there. Just consider it. The power of a machine matched with the nimbleness and creativity of a human. The construction and public works possibilities alone are endless. I saw a news piece on German TV just the other day about a cyborg plumber, in fact. Let's not forget about elder care either. One needs great strength to bathe and care for the bedridden. But it's also very delicate work, if you follow. Not the sort of thing you'd leave to a machine.
Sounds great. So long as we don't start replacing the old folks' bodies too, just because they're old.
A valid concern, yes. I recall reading a comic like that once. An old farmer created a cybernetic body to fight evil military scientists and so on.
Yeah. But can't George do anything besides physical labor, though?
Oh, he has every right to choose another path. If he opts not to take advantage of his body's physical strength, he's free to pursue academia instead. His body provides a completely ideal chemical environment for his brain, after all. I can certainly see how that would prove handy in the realm of higher education. The only problem would be how to cover the costs. The issue of student loan debt in the US is thorny enough already, even for normal students.
Yeah. All this stuff's not just George's problem, though. All the other brains I'm gonna rescue will have to deal with it, too. Giving them bodies won't be the end of their problems. It'll be the beginning.
Indeed. On a happier note, though, excellent work in bringing George's lower body back. Now he'll very likely be able to produce children in the future. Bravo!
We did save his lower body, though. Woo! Alright. Good job, Raiden. Good thing you picked up the other half of the child that you cut in half.
I hope every chapter also comes with a new cyborg buddy. Possibly more AIs. This is going to be like somewhere between Pokemon and Peace Walker.
Yeah. No, it's more grads. They're actually just regular enemies. The one from the first chapter is just like a souped-up one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You mean from the last chapter?
Last chapter, yeah. Aside from having a lot less health, they don't hit as hard, and also they are vulnerable to a couple more attacks that the boss version wasn't.
Okay.
Like, when you're you can just slash at it while you're ninja running. The boss version, if you did that, your hits would just bounce off it.
Handy.
And also when you're fighting multiple grads at once, you can kind of hide behind one of them so the other can't shoot you.
Right, yeah.
They won't shoot at other grads, so as long as you're hiding behind one.
That's common to like a lot of games, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That sort of technique.
It was actually, these types of games, Devil May Cry and Bayonetta and also God Hand all have this, but this game doesn't.
Uh-huh.
All those games, there's a way where you could, it was balanced just to make the games a little less hard, because if enemies were off-screen, they were less likely to attack you. So like in God Hand especially, you could kind of cheese lots of fights by singling one enemy out and just putting the rest behind you so none of them would attack you.
Right.
And in this game, that isn't the case.
That is the way of Kung Fu Honor.
Yeah. In this game, that's not the case. Even if an enemy's off screen, they still have the same likelihood of actually attacking you.
Maverick. So at this point in the game, Raiden has gone rogue, and he's now attacking Maverick as a one-man army. And apparently Maverick knows it, or are these... He's just... They really wanted to pull him over.
Oh, you mean World Marshal?
And he's resisting arrest. Yeah.
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 Yeah. They just somehow could tell that he was coming. It's probably... They don't ever really address it, but it's probably just like the EXIF codes, like, because he belongs to a legal PMC, he has to have a code that identifies who he is. Also, because we have the sweet mariachi costume, put on the box. That's on top of the box.
That's amazing.
Yep. And also, I couldn't get it in this video, but if you kind of wedge right up against the corner or something while he's wearing the box with a sombrero, you can see that his hair is like a wig, because like underneath the hat, all of his hair is still attached to it, and then his head is just kind of bald. I don't know if they just didn't bother to change his hair, or if they just decided to go with him having a wig.
Either way, I support this decision.
Yeah.
And I will instead pretend that, yeah, this is just a traffic stop gone bad. Mm-hmm. They don't really know his intentions. Not yet, anyway.
This is a really bad case of road rage. He doesn't even have a car anymore.
Entirely.
Off the road rage. Big rigs.
Rigs over the road raging.
Nice work!
I still...
Come on, dude!
Yeah. I think it's kind of funny that even though, you know, you aren't working with Maverick anymore, for these little bits, they're still programmed to compliment you when you stealth.
The books or not? Like, come on.
We're pretty upset, but wow!
Your route through Denver has been plotted based on data culled from various security systems. I took the liberty of adding a guidance device to your chassis to ensure you do not stray too far.
Doctor, don't call it a chassis. It's a butt, okay? Can we just call it a butt? Ah.
Yeah. So yeah, if you take out all those dudes earlier, you get this... Oh, also, you can parry out of the box.
Yeah, you can.
The cardboard box has no combat purpose, but you can still parry while inside it for some reason. Why not?
Because it's fun.
Yes.
That's why you can do it, because it's fun.
Also, the breakdance move also counts as a launcher. It's kind of strange, but alright.
You clearly haven't been doing enough breakdancing.
I haven't. I can say one of the things I haven't seen much in my life is breakdancing. Yep. Oh,
That's like the slippery one.
I just flat out missed, so I just started mashing buttons.
If you just keep chopping, you'll hit it eventually.
Yeah. That when you're just going for normal Zandatsus and you're not trying to get an S rank, that works pretty well, actually.
I also like that the spine has physics and it just sort of flops around a bit.
Yeah.
That's a great touch.
Sometimes those physics can get a little messed up, though, because sometimes you'll grab a spine in a direction where the spine's like flopping upwards because of gravity, but you'll land on the ground and it continues to flop upwards. It's just kind of stuck pointing up. When you beat this game, you get a bunch of ranks like every other Metal Gear game. Like here, there's normally a bridge here, but the grads destroyed it. There's a rank for doing a speed run, like in an hour and a half or less or something like that.
Damn.
So when you get to those grads, if you just go to the bridge immediately before they destroy it, you can just run up here and skip a whole bunch of fights.
Nice.
Also, just
hour and a half, really? How
Yeah.
hard is that?
I've done it. A lot of it depends on already having beaten the game at least once, so you're like super powered.
Right.
Raiden, what's your status?
They trashed my car. I'll have to go the rest of the way on foot.
Do you really have to do this?
Look, I'm fed up with all of it. Companies like ours, yours, bend the laws when it suits business. Why not bend it when it can save innocent lives?
Raiden.
Boris, listen to me. That VR training, they'll be warped into killing machines. They'll be set on POWs, civilians. It'll be one atrocity after another.
Like what you went through.
We can't have any more Jack the Rippers. You saw what happened with George. I'm doing this, Boris. I have to. I can't save those kids from becoming cyborgs, but I can stop them from becoming murderers.
Say you succeed. Say you get all the brains back. Then what?
Just so happens I know un great cybernetic surgeon.
Doctor. But he cannot.
You won't change my mind, Boris. This is my fight now.
And your wife and son? What of them?
They're in New Zealand. Safe. Rose would understand why I have to do this.
All right, damn you. You do realize Marshall has the contract for law enforcement throughout the city. They are the law in Denver.
Yeah, we've met.
Well then. Officially, Maverick Incorporated condemns you and your actions as unlawful. And a pain in the asshole. Now, increase your codec encryption. Do not worry about the lag.
And unofficially?
I'll do all I can over the codec to help. I do not like what those Mudaki are doing any more than you.
Spasiba, Tavarish. Spasiba.
What, a lady?
A lady! Chop the lady.
Yeah.
Chop that lady.
You can't. I wish it was like a, just keep chopping and it just more and more
Infinite
crazy
Lady
outfits.
Matryoshka. Yes.
Yeah.
Science, photography, athletics, culture.
I never liked gym class.
Wait, each floor, each section of the newspaper is their own floor?
I don't know.
I thought Print was dead. What is happening in Metal Gear Land?
Man, ebooks are taking off. Maybe they have electronic paper. Maybe that's the thing.
Yeah.
We got some nice pop machines. If you chop up the pop machines and also awkwardly push it out of the way, pop machines drop electrolyte packs.
Nice. Seeing pop machines in a game just reminds me I finally started playing Half-Life 2 like a week ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
They really point out that, hey, remember pop machines? We got pop machines.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
I wonder where those geckos jumped from. Because
they jumped from the movie studio next door. It has one floor for westerns, one floor for science fiction.
Oh wow.
You know, I think the happiest ending of this game would be the geckos all join the Joffrey Ballet or something. There's an all-gecko season of So You Think You Can Dance.
Oh wow. There we go. So the geckos here and also later on, it's kind of hard to tell with these guys, but they have like a camo pattern on them.
Yeah.
So there are some enemies that have like palette swaps or different camo patterns on them, and they're actually a little bit tougher than the previous ones.
Right. These guys seem to be a bit hot-stepping. Do you have to kill the little fellas?
Well, they got guns!
That makes them even cuter. Somehow, it just does.
Ryden, you will find an elevator inside that office.
No
Use it to
shit!
reach the roof. Traveling atop buildings.
There are
will
elevators in
minimize
offices,
enemy
dog.
encounters.
You're a genius.
3D photo frame that filing cabinet.
Wow, somebody is having interesting smoke breaks. Whoa.
What's up, Kevin?
Jesus, Ryden, this is a little over the top. I mean, I've seen you pull some shit before, but it...
You should know me better than that by now, Kev.
I thought I did. Look, I know there's no legal way to stop World Marshal, but there has got to be an alternative to going on a rampage smack dab in the center of Denver.
No alternatives, Kev. I'm getting those kids out.
Ryden, that VR training, it's like what you did in Liberia?
Judging by what Sundowner said in Mexico, yeah. That scientist called it the Sears program.
After ex-President George Sears, a.k.a. Solidus Snake.
Yep. Ironic that kid shares his name. Solidus trained child soldiers in Liberia while working as a CIA paramilitary. It's not a happy memory. All the drugs, the non-stop violence, it destroyed my sense of judgment completely. I was made to kill soldiers, POWs, civilians.
Ryden!
The next thing I know, Jack's back. I thought it was all in the past, but there I am, attacking a child.
You didn't have any other choice. Other kids would have died.
That's not the problem. I lost my cool back there. All I could do was think how much I wanted that guy dead.
A lot of us would have done the same.
Even if it meant killing George.
He's not dead, though. Actually, he really digs his new body.
Either way, I'm shutting this program down. Maybe they've got it better than me. They don't actually have to kill anyone in reality. But they're still going through the motions, having it pumped straight into their senses, just like real life.
All right. Just give me a call if there's anything I can do.
Sure. Ryden out.